Good morning and welcome back to the homestead. So we left off with putting the body together. You saw us doing all the welding. We got pretty caught up in getting it done and we didn't get a lot of video. So we're just going to give you a once over of what we've done. Sue has gone ahead and painted it. You can see it's actually been used quite a bit, so it's dirty. We've made some sideboards out of 5/4 cedar decking. Just give it a little space, you know, and those lift right out. And you saw the rub rails and the tie down straps. So if you come around, you'll notice that we have got our taillights in. That was a bit of a process. I can tell you that a 4-inch hole saw and a Milwaukee cordless drill through this plate is an interesting experience if you haven't done it yet. We got our D-rings on, our resitch welded in, license plate on with our LED plate light. And you notice we didn't put any reverse lights down here. Sue decided she wanted them up there to serve as work lights and reverse lights. I checked with a friend of mine who's a state inspection mechanic, and he said that was fine as long as they were on with the reverse, which they are. And we put our 7-way plug down here. We opted not to drill through this. It doesn't stick down any lower than the hitch, so we think it's going to be okay. We also have a 7-way plug in the body. We have a couple quirks here. The fabricator didn't really take into account the size of the hitch on the gooseneck when he did this. I think all I have to do is cut my boards back. I let my boards hang out long. I think I just have to cut them back and the trailer will turn, but right now you can only turn about 5 degrees before it hits. So we'll have to figure that out. We may end up cutting a hole in the board and putting that down, you know, routering it down in the board so it's flush, so if you slide something in it doesn't catch on it. We don't know yet. Haven't quite figured out what we're doing with that, but we really want a plug up there because it does make it a lot easier to turn a gooseneck around and around and around. And we got our 2x8s. I don't know, $10,000 for 2x8s I think here from the lumberyard. No, just kidding, but not by a lot. Got them in, got them all treated. They're treated on all 4 sides, so they should be pretty rot resistant. And yeah, so you can see, like I said, she's got it all painted. A couple of the things that we're going to do here, we temporarily have the gas filler just wired up with some Romex, but on this side what we're going to do is take some more of the square plate. We're going to make a plate that comes down. We're not sure yet. We're going to find a toolbox. It all hinges on a toolbox to the side. We're going to come down the same distance as the toolbox, come back and probably cut this one up at an angle, and then we're going to put the filler neck in that, and then we'll of course redo the hose inside so it's correct. And then right in here we're going to cut a hole, you know, probably about yay wide and about yay tall, and weld a piece of angle iron on the back of it, and then we're going to weld a handle here. So you can put your foot in it and pull yourself up to get something in or out of the body. And on the other side, in that same exact space, we're going to have a toolbox, an undermount toolbox. I don't think we'll do anything back here. I think it looks good just the way it is, so that's entirely up to Sue. We do have to get some mud flaps on it at some point. But that's about it on the body. I mean, I think it came out really good. Really happy with it. We've got to tweak around a little bit, get some antenna mounts for the ham radio and a couple things like that. But all in all, I would call it a success. I would say it came out really good. It was pretty much exactly what Sue had envisioned, I think, and it went together really well. So we're kind of at that point with this thing now where, you know, our next step is a tune-up on the engine. You'll see that video hopefully pretty soon here. We're going to do plugs, wires, cap, rotor, new headers, everything. You know, we're going to go right through it and get it running good, and we're going to put some miles on it and just see what it's all about, see what we need to do to it. I do think we have to deal with the steering box. It is a little loose, but the front end is all brand new. You know, of course, we've been all through everything here. So other than some sheet metal, tightening some bolts, patching a rocker panel, a few little quirks, you know, I think it's ready to really use. So that's kind of our goal, is to put some miles on it and do some shakedown on it and just see if there's anything that crops up, any issues with the clutch, any, you know, any oddities that we're not aware of before we really tear into the Dodge, because that's our plan. Is once this is comfortable and we're comfortable with it, we're probably going to tear into the Dodge and get the floorboard patched, and then I think what we'll do is we'll pull a cab off this and do the metal work to it and do the nose and get it painted probably before fall. And if we get it all done before fall, what we might do is actually tear the Dodge completely apart this fall. It may be next fall though. We'll have to see. It just depends on time and money. But we really want to take the Dodge right down to the bare frame and put it all back together, you know, and basically do a frame off restoration on it and just try to keep it going. You know, it's an $80,000-$90,000 truck new, so it doesn't owe us a thing right at the moment. So we figure, why not give it a little love, put a few dollars into it. It's sort of like this truck. I mean, you know, when we're done with this, with new sheet metal and paint, we're probably going to have $5,000-$6,000 tied up in this truck. But what do you buy for $5,000 or $6,000? And after that, the only real thing that could go with it is the engine. It's got a new transmission in it, and I can buy a brand new GM crate engine for, I think, $1,300-$1,400 bucks. So for still under $7,500, we'll say, we've got basically a brand new truck that we would trust to go anywhere with. So in today's world, that's pretty cheap at transportation. So anyhow, I've rambled enough. I think we're going to go ahead and put this away for now. We're going to probably get on to getting the camper out and ready for the season, so that'll be an upcoming video. A lot of stuff going on around the homestead here, so maybe just do a 360 real quick and show you just a glimpse of some of the things we've gotten done. You'll notice there's stone, there's dirt, there's fences, there's, you know, just everything. It's been a really busy spring so far, so we're really excited to kind of sit back and relax this summer. You know, we're getting our projects really wound down to the point where I think we're going to have a lot of fun on that thing over there this summer. Going to put a lot of miles on that, and we're going to just really enjoy the summer. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.